Hello, my name is Colton Solzer, and this is for EDL 850 Module 1 introductory video. So like I said, my name is Colton Solzer. I currently live in Syracuse, Kansas, but I was born and raised on a ranch in Piedmont, South Dakota. I do come back to South Dakota for the summers to help my dad continue the ranch and spend that quality time and whatnot with friends and family that we still have up here. I've been in Syracuse for 2 years now. Um, it will start year number 3 on August 1st. I do have a 2011 Honda Interstate, which is my motorcycle. It's not the one that's pictured, but I just really like that picture. Um, and then I love riding my bike through the Black Hills. That's another reason why I come back for the summer, is so that I can enjoy the hills. If you've never been to the Black Hills, I highly suggest you come take a visit. Mount Rushmore and Deadwood and Keystone. It's a beautiful place to come visit, take a vacation. And then I also love to scuba dive. I've been a lot of different places to dive. Um, Seattle, Catalina Islands. I even this last summer I took a cruise and I went diving off the Cayman Islands in a shipwreck. So that was a pretty awesome experience. And even though I do not have any kids myself, I do have one cat and one dog, and so I consider them my fur babies. And I tell you, they are more like kids than anyone would think. That's for sure. So I love them to death and spoil them rotten. As you can see down here, my dog is my riding buddy. And then this picture is I'm diving in the actual shark tank at the Denver Aquarium. So that was a pretty awesome experience as well. Scuba diving is actually one of the most relaxing things I've ever done, which sounds kind of weird, but it definitely is one of those things where if I'm stressed out about something, I like to go for a dive, and it just really is relaxing and kind of helps me center myself. So professionally, I just finished my second year teaching again in Syracuse, Kansas. Um, I was my first year I was a first grade teacher. Then my second year I moved up to third grade, which was a big difference. There were some definite things that I liked better about third than first, and there were some things I liked better about first grade than third grade. Um, then this next year we decided to departmentalize, so I'm going to be teaching science and social studies. So it's going to be my third year teaching and a third new thing that I have to work with. So, but I'm excited to do science and social studies. They're very exciting, very fun subjects. So it should be. I'm really excited about that. And then I don't have it on here, but I also am a junior high assistant football coach. I did 6 weeks of my student teaching in Lodi, Italy, which was an amazing experience. Um, and I've taken my experiences. I try and take as many of my life experiences, put them in my classroom. So this picture down here is a picture I took when I went to Rome. It was just a quick pic, and I was running late for my train, so I didn't even realize what the picture looked like until I got on the train. And then this is my door covering that I made this year for my class door. Something I'm pretty proud of. Just because we are different doesn't mean we aren't family. So I think that's a really good thing to live by and to help students understand. All right. So as for the assignment, local support, schools get about 37% of its funding locally, and these are typically done by property taxes. I know in Syracuse we our property taxes are fairly high because we did get a new gym and a new stadium. So a lot of that money is coming from property taxes, um, and that's kind of where that goes. And the local school board of education, um, keeps the organizational structure on track, develops curriculum, and makes sure federal and state standards are being met, and help appoint key members of the school staff. This is a volunteer position. Um, they are not paid, but they are elected. As for state support, state provides about 46% of the funding for the schools. And this funding typically goes for teacher salaries, books, electricity, heating, and other needs for the schools specifically. And the State Board of Education is in charge of adopting or revising school policies, creating a bridge between government officials and civilians, and then also being the voice of the citizens for concerns that they have, which is really important so that everybody feels like they're being heard. This position is paid. And then federal funding. Federal funding gives the smallest percent of funding for the schools, and this is typically allocated to low income and special needs programs. This is usually around 8%. And the low income and special needs programs are like the title and the food programs, stuff like that, to help the community. And they also help make sure that all students are able to get an equal educational opportunity, so that nobody is being mistreated, everybody's being treated the way they should be, and gives a really good set of guidelines for schools to go by and for school boards and state to focus on. The Secretary of State helps oversee that schools get their share of the funding provided by the federal government. They also do the research required for the policymakers to make decisions they feel is the best interest of the schools. And so again, this helps ensure that students get equal opportunities to learn, no matter their status. If they are special needs, if they are low income, or even if they're advanced students, they deserve the same right to education, and not be held back because they're an advanced student. With NS number 6 components, the 6.1 is local. The school board can get specific needs for the classroom. I know our school board voted and it got us smart boards. Some of the teachers in the school had not ever seen smart boards or worked with smart boards. And so this is a great addition to our classroom, keeps the students engaged, and is a great tool to be used. 6.2 is a state. This is where state standards are decided, and that guides the classroom information. And then 6.3 is federal. This is where laws are created and passed down to the schools for the state and the district to enforce. So how does all of this support the educational success and well-being of each student and adult? Well, this helps the students and adults by keeping education consistent on a federal level. All students are given an opportunity for a better education and equal education, and it also gives state and local districts the opportunity to be flexible to do what is best for their students. Students in Kansas may have different needs than students in South Dakota. So this helps them be able to be flexible so they can do what's best for their students. And here are my references. Thank you very much, and I hope everybody has a great year. I look forward to watching everybody's videos and working with everybody through this course.